No one is slowing down in this hiring race for the right talent. That's why Principal wants to help you stay competitive by providing a comprehensive benefits package tailored to your company's and your team's needs. Because having the right benefits may help you reward and retain your team so they feel valued, motivated, and ready for the future. And that makes all the difference for your business. From large corporations to small and mid-sized businesses, Principal has the retirement and group benefits plans customized for your goals. Your company's future depends on its people. Give them the tools they need to succeed. Talk to your financial professional today about the right benefit plans from Principal. Principal Life Insurance Company, Des Moines, Iowa. For important information about our products, visit principal.com/disclosures.
A dad in Lowe's feels just like being a kid again. This Father's Day, find prices to treat him to the gifts he craves. Like $60 savings on your choice of a DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill or impact driver kit. Was $159, now $99. Or an Ego 615 CFM blower, everyday low price of $199. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, about 6/9 through 6/15.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Your guess is as good as mine on the way. Today's categories will be delicious French fries and Halloween decorations. But first time for a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com. Come.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Got a bit of a delay. Facebook is not working.
Yes, that's the problem.
Yes, let's jump right into the birthdays if we could. My son Dwayne is turning 27 today. Could you please give him a fish sandwich montage along with some throw gets? Thank you, guys. That from his dad.
Can I get
a fillet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll order a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. Oh, yeah. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon. And at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Get. Oh, gentlemen, my cousin LaMarcus is turning another 32 years old today. He definitely needs a birthday shout-out. Can he get a your penis is too small? And the Dirty Germans telling him how to keep moist and why staying moist is so important. That from Dave, the major of Miles Moist Marines.
Yeah, it is very easy for you to stay moist. Just think of me at all times. It'll stay a little wet.
Yeah, sometimes the moisture, it's just there. You don't even plan on it. Like it's a cold room and your heart's underneath the covers. This may have happened recently.
Yeah, I get it sweaty.
Yeah, I woke up moist.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Don't even know why. I got the fan on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really have a lot of heavy covers. Hola, Michelos. I want to send a birthday shout out to my friend Felicia, who believes she is 33 today. Can she get a Bruce Willis, an inspirational quote from Miles, and Captain Crunch telling us what his plans for Halloween are? Is he going to party with Count Chocula and Frankenberry? Thanks, guys. That from Brett. Okay. All right. Okay. Remember, Felicia, the quickest way for a parent to get a child's attention is to just sit down just for a minute and look really comfortable and relaxed.
Ooh, Halloween. One of the captain's favorite holidays. We actually dress up like normal people and no one even recognizes us. But of course we're going to party with Count Chocula because a little known fact about him is that blood is not the only thing he sucks, if you understand where I'm coming from. And also on this one special day, our three little elf friends go by Snap, Crackle, and Swallow. You do the math. Crunch berries.
Guys, a big shout out to my BFF Desiree. How about my penis is too small? And the Dirty German's talking about how hot she is. That from Edward. Keep on rocking, guys.
Yeah, I have never met her, but if she is that hot, I imagine you might need a fire extinguisher before she hurts herself.
Yeah, you know, most good fires, they all need the same thing you ought to have on your body, a good poker.
Yeah. Just spray it out.
Yeah, gets that logins there.
Yeah.
Guys, my best friend Scott turns 34 today. Please give the birthday song with Motivational Miles, Coach Ted, and Captain Thrill with a birthday message. Keep on rocking. That from B-Dub. All right, Scott. Scott, remember, good friends discuss their sex lives, but best friends, they talk about pooping.
How old is he there, Miles?
34 years old.
34? Dang, that's a good one, man. A lot of good 34s out there. Also, still early in those 30s, getting it done. And lucky you, your birthday's on a Monday, so have crazy, enjoy all the crazy fun tonight. Try not to go wild, because it's Monday. I'm sure everything's going to be packed.
So it's your birthday today. Congratulations on 34 years. You know, people always treat you a little better on your birthday. All kinds of sexual conquest, etc. So just a tip from the captain. If things get dry, you're not above using Land O'Lakes as a lube. Crunch berries.
Hello, Machalas. It's my husband, Drew's 34th trip around the sun. Want to give him a shout-out to let him know how much I love and appreciate everything he does. He's a talented surveyor, really good cook, has beautiful, long, flowing pandemic hair, and is an all-around awesome husband. How about a fish sandwich, a drop the beat, and the Dirty Germans talking about how long you should brine your meat. Thanks, guys. They're from Kari, Jesse, and Maverick.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
Drop the beat. Yeah, for me personally, I probably average about 8 minutes of brining my meats in your lady vinegar.
Yeah, what's the best thing about brining meat sometimes is you want it to be tasty the next day, so leave it in there overnight. Maybe even have a sexual cutter.
Machalas, it's me, Dwayne, and my friend Brady's birthday. I would like to request some turtle sex and some of Thrill's Gits, plus you guys talking all over yourselves about how dogs are better than cats for his 35th birthday. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Get.
This just comes down to this.
More of a dog person. Cats are different. You got to earn their affections. With the cat at any time.
Maybe they're going to eat other people. The point is, you know your dog likes a real cat. They tolerate you. They'll eat you when you die.
Tower. He's good. Guys, my buddy Matthew is 38 today. He delivers lump for a living. Can I get the Dirty Germans talking about delivering wood? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I've spent much of my time delivering wood, mostly to myself, but on rare occasions. The odd lady out there is like, can you please give me some of your ebony hardwood?
See, honestly, delivering some wood is kind of easy. You just show up and you say, okay, as you're ready for this hard deck. Well, maybe using my wood to make the deck.
Yeah.
Hello, men's room. Happy to be requesting my chosen dad's birthday shout-out again with you guys. Papa Babaroo is getting old and gets a huge round of 53 spankings for his birthday. Probably mom's going to handle that. Can you please give my papa the dirtiest, raunchiest, sexy birthday request? Maybe Germans, and too early for a fish sandwich. We all love you, Poppy. Happy birthday. That's from Little Sis. Special message there from Northern Kentucky. Love and miss you, Papa. See you soon. That from Jack, and Sam as well.
Too early to get a fish sandwich?
Yeah, you're in Kentucky, then certainly you know how to make the Kentucky man yogurt. Or the Kentucky egg drop soup.
Like I always say, they already have you downstairs here as a German. It's called the hot brown. It's ready, it's creamy, it's a little bit salty.
The hot brown. Guys, we need a birthday wish going out to Mindy, if you could, to the bestest pug mom in the world with all the love from all her friends and family. Happy 60th birthday today. Can we give her a roof that don't leak? Because that's probably something that needs to be taken care of.
She got a roof that don't leak.
All right, guys.
That's a euphemism.
Yeah. Here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Bob, and appreciate it. Let's get a couple of extra emails in here and a contestant on the line for your guess is as good as mine. 206-421-ROCK if you'd like to play the game. Let's see, subject here, fortune cookies. We're talking about fortune cookies on Friday's program.
Of course we were.
Yes, you guys can customize fortune cookies. I did a bunch for my man friend. Went out to dinner and swapped them out. One said, James, you look delicious tonight. Blew his brain that his name was on the cookie. Second one said, the tall girl sitting across from you is going to do horrible things to you this evening. There are others, but you get the gist. Totally worth it. That from Kelly. As far as pranks, Olabacholas, I used to work at a naval dockyard where pranks were commonplace. Two guys in particular used to prank each other all the time. It finally culminated in one of them filling the other's work boots full of water on a Friday afternoon, putting them in the freezer over the weekend so they were frozen solid on Monday morning. The other guy conceded defeat after that one. Rock on. That from Ozzy Al. Guys listening to the podcast on Friday's show on the Odyssey app. Oh boy, do I have a prank to tell you about. When I was in college, I lived in a house with 5 other guys, one of which was a 19-year-old who never lived outside of his mom's home. Night before his 20th, he came home super drunk and was being a jackass to all of us. We got him upstairs to sleep. Next day, a whole group of us got together to party for his birthday, and someone came up with a great idea to tell this kid we got him a stripper. We planned everything sitting on the porch while he came in and out of the conversation. We weren't even trying to be sneaky about it. I don't know how he didn't figure it out. Anyway, we almost backed out of it because it was starting to feel a little cruel, but then he put on a ridiculous outfit that included a button-up shirt, super tight skinny jeans, a tie, and a sign that said, "To women from God." And that was the final straw. We had to do this. We got him blindfolded, set him in the living room, commenced to pretending he was getting teased by a stripper. We tied his hands behind his back, and he started getting a little too into it, making kissy faces and whatnot. And then my buddy, a man, straddled him and took the blindfold off. The look on the kid's face was priceless, and we took pictures the entire time. It was great. We made up for it by buying him several bottles of booze and ribbing him all night about the kissy faces. It was the funniest thing that ever happened in that house the whole year we lived there. Love the show. Love you guys. Have a great day. That from Kay. All right, time for a little Your Guess is as Good as Mine. Why not? Easy game to play. We got a contestant online. You pick from one of 2 categories. Try to get as many right in said categories before 3 strikes, and you're out. Steve, who is our contestant, ready to play Your Guess is as Good as Mine.
Hello, Michael. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys.
Oh, no, Michael, hold up. Welcome to the program. Your Guess is as Good as Mine. We've got a couple categories for you here. We've got the top 10 fast food fries that have been ranked here within the past couple of weeks. So they went out there and asked people, hey, if you're going out for fries, what are your favorites? And then we have the most popular Halloween decorations in America. A new study combined polls with Google Trends data to come up with a list of the most popular Halloween decorations. Research also showed that Utah is the state with the most Halloween decorations, followed by Illinois, New Jersey, Texas, and New Mexico. They also figured out the most popular decorations in each state. And they say the average household spends about $145 on Halloween decorations and about 3 hours putting them up. So what do we want to do here? Michael, Halloween decorations or fast food French fries?
Well, I'm a bit of a fry guy, so let's go with the fries.
Fries it is. Okay. All right. Uprocks.com, they conducted a subjective French fry taste test, and somehow they ranked the fries that people like the most in every fast food joint. So the way we play the game is you got to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out.
I mean, McDonald's has to be on there. That's the gold standard of fast food fries.
Oh, yeah. That was actually going to be my first guess. Let's get the obvious one out.
Okay. McDonald's it is.
Where are they on the list, Mouse?
They are number 2. Ooh. I was just thinking Michael sounds a lot like Ken. That's what I was just thinking to myself.
I'm thinking Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Number 8. Their waffle fries are on the list, Ken.
There for a moment.
Okay. All right. You're 2 for 2.
Those waffle. Yep. Okay. 5 Guys, we'll say.
Number 1. They are America's favorite French fry, and for good reason.
Are you surprised?
No, actually, I'm not on this one. I have to. Rarely do I agree with these polls, but you go to 5 Guys, man. Those fries are tremendous.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, you got 3 out of the 10.
3 out of the 10. Let's see. Where next? I will say Burger King.
Burger King's French fries. No. Burger King's ranked number 19.
Oh. And I would go maybe an Arby's curly fry. Ooh. Jack in the Box has curly fries.
Yeah. If you got curly fries, you got to be on the list. That's my thought.
Yeah, let's go Jack in the Box then.
You want to go Jack in the Box. Number 10.
There it is. All right.
Curly fries make the list. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 10. 1 strike against you so far there, Ken.
All right. Let's see. Next one, we'll say... Ted, girl, give me some hints. Some direction.
I mean, fast food-wise, I would think maybe maybe Wendy's. Like
Because
Burger
people
King,
dip them in their Frosties.
and people
right?
seem to like them more. Like Burger King, for whatever reason, is just always low on the French fry list. I don't know about Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. I haven't been to one in forever.
What about Arby's, man?
Yeah, Arby's, and then Rallies or Checkers, because they have that seasoned fry. That shows up a lot.
Yeah. Let's try Hardee's Carl Jr.'s.
Did you say what, Hardee's?
Hardee's / Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr., okay, yes, they're crisp cut fries. Crisp cut fries. Number 9 on the list. All right, you've gotten 5 out of the 10. You're not doing too bad. 5 fries remain, and you only have 1 strike against you.
Okay. Let's say...
Maybe Red Robin. Someone just suggested that one.
But I don't know if Red Robin counts as fast food.
They are not.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
they're,
okay.
they're
All right.
fast casuals, Ted would say.
Good point. No.
By the way, are you at a self-checkout?
So, hang on. What was that, Ted?
I said, are you at a self-checkout at the grocery store?
I was. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we're just listening to everything you bought.
Yeah, like you recognize it. Like, do you have coupons? Right.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, let's see. I mean, it's a long shot, but I don't know.
Sonic.
Ooh.
Sonic is number 20.
Oh, they're pretty famous for their tots.
Yeah.
Right.
Bro.
Okay.
All right.
Did you say Arby's? And look, I don't know. You have 2 strikes already, but I'm a huge Arby's
like
fries
I said,
guy.
I believe Hardee's is just another name for Carl Jr.
Arby's.
Arby's.
Arbys. A-R-B-Y-S.
Arby's.
Arby's, yes.
The place with the meats.
All right, Trill, let's try Arby's.
Number 6.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
We've got 6 out of the 10 there, Ken. 4 remain. So far, you've got an Arby's right, McDonald's, Five Guys, Chick-fil-A, Carl's Jr., and Jack in the Box correct.
All right. Let's see. I'm guessing there's really no... Yeah, I'm guessing probably...
It doesn't sound like you're guessing at all, to be honest with you.
Any hints that you could give me at all? Like, you wouldn't normally think of this place as a place to get fries or whatever.
Oh.
Did we already mention it, Miles?
You mentioned a few of them that he hasn't guessed yet.
Okay, again, so I would maybe say Wendy's. That's just my idea.
You know what? I can't believe I didn't even mention it before because I'm going there for dinner. So yeah, Wendy's.
It is number 5.
Okay.
7 out of the 10. You're almost there. You got 2
Almost
strikes
there.
against you. There are three fries people enjoy that you haven't got yet. One is a newer, I would say a newer fast food establishment into the French fry game that traditionally you would not think of as a place that would serve French fries.
Ooh, I wonder if it's not like
Possibly.
KFC or
Taco Bell, maybe?
Taco Bell, right?
Ooh, both strong choices.
Might have nacho fries.
Let's try KFC.
Sorry, KFC secret recipe fries come in at number 18 on the list. Some others that didn't make the cut.
KFC, by the way, I would say their potato wedges are better.
Oh, they are great.
Yeah.
Shake Shack, they came in at 21st. Jack in the Box are French fries, the regular ones, at 17. Del Taco has a crinkle cut fry that just barely made it. Somehow In-N-Out's 15 on the list.
What? They have the worst fries.
That's too high.
Yeah.
So you got Jack in the Box curly fries correct at number 10. Carl's Jr. crisp cut fries at number 9. Chick-fil-A waffle fries at number 8. That was correct as well. You missed number 7 on the list, which was Taco Bell nacho fries. Number 6 you got correct with Arby's. 5 was correct with Wendy's. Number 4 was Popeyes Cajun fries.
They are good.
There's
Yeah,
another
I
miss.
forgot about them.
Ted tried to talk you into it, but Rally seasoned fries, that was the number 3 fry.
Yep.
And, of course, McDonald's number 2 and Five Guys number 1. There you go, and your guess is as good as mine. Still to come, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
No one is slowing down in this hiring race for the right talent. That's why Principal wants to help you stay competitive by providing a comprehensive benefits package tailored to your company's and your team's needs. Because having the right benefits may help you reward and retain your team so they feel valued, motivated, and ready for the future. And that makes all the difference for your business. From large corporations to small and mid-sized businesses, Principal has the retirement and group benefits plans customized for your goals. Your company's future depends on its people. Give them the tools they need to succeed. Talk to your financial professional today about the right benefit plans from Principal. Principal Life Insurance Company, Des Moines, Iowa. For important information about our products, visit principal.com/disclosures.
Spoil Dad with the Father's Day at Lowe's, where you'll save big on the sweetest assortment of his favorite treats. Like a Craftsman 20-volt drill kit, was $79, now $69. Or gifts that sizzle, like a special buy Blackstone 28-inch griddle starter kit, now $278, valued at $329. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, about 6/9 through 6/15.
How did one man go from the scion of a Bay Area sausage company to triple murderer?
Bud Stewart was always just a little off the rails.
I'm Natalia Gurevich, and I explored this question and many others on The Sausage King, a new podcast from KCBS Radio and Odyssey.
He would park the truck with the pig and the straw in front of my campaign headquarters.
Didn't like to follow any rules.
Subscribe and listen now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
99.9 KISW. The men's room is in progress.
Coming up in just minutes, we will drink, we will toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, good news, boys. We've discovered ancient beer.
Ancient beer?
Yes, it's been found in 9,000-year-old Chinese pots.
So the actual liquid is in there?
Correct.
Ooh.
There is actual 9,000-year-old beer in there.
Would you try it?
Yes, I absolutely would. I don't know how good it would taste, but yes, I'm going to give it a shot.
Fair enough, yeah. Right there with you.
I mean,
I don't think it'd be good at all.
No, it's probably going to be flat like tea. Like, it's going to suck, but hey.
Or it's outstanding.
Right. They knew what they were doing back then. My goodness. You know what they say? You trade one destructive device for another. Doctors in Lithuania removed 2 pounds worth of metal nails, screws, nuts, and knives from a man that had eaten them in an attempt to stop drinking alcohol.
There's other ways.
Yeah.
Don't.
And that's more harmful than drinking alcohol.
I mean, I understand the oral fixation of maybe you chew gum or sunflower seeds to keep from grabbing a drink, but does it have to be as destructive as something metal?
So I'm with Miles on this one. Maybe you should start drinking so that you stop eating nails.
Police in Toronto are on the lookout for a man that had stolen dirty diapers from a daycare center on multiple occasions.
That's so weird.
That is strange.
You belong in a hospital. You need to be in a padded room hugging yourself.
I mean, is that criminal?
No,
I mean, one thing, like, if he's dumping them somewhere, you go like, all right, but like if he's just at home and that satisfies whatever weird itch he's got.
Tell you what, I will sit back here and patiently await the well thought out and logical reason why you are pulling dirty ass diapers out of a daycare trash.
There is no well thought out or logical reason.
Let's hear the guy out. I will stand by my guns. I'll keep that same energy. Let's hear him out. I am not hopeful for any good answer there.
No.
A shooting range in Michigan has been temporarily closed due to complaints of bullets striking neighbors' homes.
That's a problem.
But that's the point of going to the range.
Right.
Is that it's supposed to be safe.
But
there really shouldn't be a whole lot of neighbors' homes near the shooting range.
I was going to ask, do you think the shooting range showed up after the community, or they ended up building a community around a shooting range? Because you just don't know, right? I mean,
Michigan, it's not like they're strapped for land.
No.
But it's got to be the community building around the shooting range, right? I mean, maybe it went defunct for a little while
don't
there.
You think that's a harder sell? I'm building a housing community, so look, it doesn't matter what you feel about guns itself, but it's going to be loud.
I mean,
if nothing else, but then, the occasional bullet hits your home.
Not for nothing, it's not like my last place at Issaquah was better. There was a shooting range out behind my apartment that was right next to the elementary school that was out there.
Oh, the Issaquah Sportsman's Club.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been there.
I can hear shots popping off all the time.
Yeah, especially on Saturday. I like that range.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I love it. A company in Japan has created tiny socks for your big toe.
I read this
Just
today.
the big toe.
Just the big toe.
Man, my big toe's cold.
Right.
It's always my feet are cold.
And you didn't read why they've created it?
No. Why?
Okay. So, because I had to know, what in the F is this? All right, so it's like $3 for a pair, so one for each of your big toes. Here's what they're saying. The nail on your big toe is thicker than the ones on your other toes.
Fair.
Which makes sense.
All right.
It's your big toe. And a lot of times, apparently this is a real problem in Japan, when people are putting on socks or if women are putting on stockings or something like that,
it'll clip.
The nail catches. So you eliminate the threat of your big toenail, because God forbid you just trim your toenails.
I'm about to say, trim the toenail.
So that is specifically what the sock is for.
I mean, I'm all for keeping that toenail flat like they tell you to, but you can round that corner just a little bit.
It's not that much of a problem.
No.
God damn it. I wish I had a sock for my big toe.
So this is...
Yeah, that just seems crazy, because I'm with you. You trim your nails, and then also, how often is this happening that it's a massive...
That you need a product for this.
I mean, I've caught from time to time, but then you pull it off and then keep putting your sock on.
It's never been detrimental to my day.
No. Is this like sockception? So we're double socking our toes?
It is sockception. Because if you're going to accept somebody...
within a sock. I will say, though, if you are cold, put on your damn socks.
Yes.
And you never know people, I've known a few girls, they'll sit there in leggings and a hoodie and this and that, I'm still cold. Because you lose heat at the top of your head, bottom of your feet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Put on some socks on. Or some socks for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And a jacket.
Yoga pants don't keep you that warm.
Don't say anything negative.
It depends.
They're great for going out for a run, Miles.
I'd honestly believe that 75% of the time they're doing okay.
Might depend where you are in the city. That's probably a little bit north. I'm not sure that's always the case.
A man tried to sue his wife after he tripped over her shoes and fell down the stairs.
His wife?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Now,
there's a lot of love left in that marriage.
No, they weren't married yet.
Why?
When he fell down. And then they got married. And then he tried to sue her. I want to say they threw it out because I said, look, you know her, so if she's someone that leaves shoes around your home,
right,
do your due diligence and look, whatever. That's essentially what they told him. But yeah, he still tried to sue her after they got married. The case got thrown out. They're still married.
Right. You tripped over her shoe down the stairs before you got married, still decided that, yes, I want to spend the rest of my life with
this
this
I'm letting
person.
you know, I'm also going to sue you.
For $80,000.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Right. I mean, it's a lot. Well, I guess he figures you got that in your account, just move it over to mine. Come on, baby. I buy the car I want.
Goodness gracious. The average couple spends just 4 hours a day in the same room.
Yeah, awake. It's about right.
Right.
Yeah, that seems,
Not even, man.
People do things. Very rarely do people sit for 4 hours and not do much else.
Sure.
I don't know if it's 4 hours straight, though. I mean, it's you might do 2 hours TV,
for
maybe
a movie,
45 minutes for dinner.
Right.
Occasionally we're searching for something on the computer, but if we just sat in a room for 4 hours...
That means both of you like the same sports team somehow.
Exactly.
Like a 3.5 hour Mariners game, or maybe like a hockey
You
match.
certainly have your things that you have together, but you also have your things that you have solo.
I can see you one day a week, on the weekends or every day. It's man.
Making dinner together, walking the dog, and then you go and read your book, and I'm going to go play video games.
Did you guys make dinner together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ton of fun. Love it.
I believe you. I believe you.
Put on a record. Most people...
I'm one of those people get out of here. I got this.
That's her half the time with me,
because you're going to make a huge mess. And I don't want to.
It depends who started. If she started it, I don't mind helping her out. If I've started, just because you asked too many questions, and now that you see what I'm doing, now you don't want to try, and we both understand it. I'll be like, hey, you need to leave because I'm about to make this the way I want to make it, and I don't want to answer all the questions you're going to ask.
I'm just going to do these dishes that you're piling up here because I do that along the way when I'm cooking. I try to clean up along the way.
That is my main job, especially if we've engaged in some extracurriculars before we started cooking, and I'm kind of useless anyway. Yeah. So I'll just stand over there and I'll just clean all the dishes.
That's not
do
being,
the dishes.
That's not being useless. You know what I mean? That is actually helping in the process. So if someone were to come in the kitchen while I'm cooking, granted they certainly would not have any dishes to do because I do them as I do.
That is what I do.
But if I did, you know what I mean? Thanks for the help. I appreciate that.
Exactly. Our good friends over here at Bloody Disgusting and Broadband Choices have taken notice that it is Ted's favorite time of the year, the time of the year when scary movies are all the rage.
Oh, yeah.
And they have given us the updated list of the scariest movies according to science.
According to science.
According to science. So 250 what they call victims wore heart rate monitors to watch 40 different scary movies, both new and classic, and they saw which one saw the most spikes, which saw the most stress going on over there. We have an updated list. I'll run through the top, the back 10, as it were, real fast. It carries a lot of your classics.
Okay.
Except for number 20 is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. That just came out this last year. It Chapter 1 from 2017 is at number 19. Fantastic movie, by the way. I do like those remakes. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974 at 18. Halloween from 1978 at number 17. Nightmare on Elm Street from 1984 at number 16.
I do like Halloween, but I think that's just because it's more suspense than like gore.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't find it scary. It's just...
It relied on the actual scariness of having somebody in your house that you didn't quite know where he was at.
Right.
Or you did know where he was at, and you wanted to make sure that he didn't know where you were at. The Ring at 2002. I will say one more time, The Ring is a movie that is based in Seattle, and it is made by people that do not live anywhere near Seattle. Because when it rains, it is coming down around here.
That's not how it rains.
No. You couldn't see in front of your face. At number 14, A Quiet Place from 2018. Great movie. Number 13 was Hush. I don't know if I've seen Hush.
Hush. I've never even heard of it.
Number 12 is The Descent. And number 11 is The Babadook from 2014. It's
Babadook.
The Babadook. It's one of the bigger movies.
I saw the trailer for it. It was creepy.
It was a decent movie. It was one that kind of left chills up your spine.
Yeah.
It didn't quite resonate with me, but still definitely worth a watch. It was a good movie to watch. So here you go. Here are the top 10 scariest movies according to science. Number 10 is The Conjuring 2. And already I kind of disagree with this, but I can't because science has already said that people are full of suspense. That's one that it relied more on the imagery. I don't think it was the same crew that was doing it. The first Conjuring movie and the first Annabelle movie, phenomenal. The suspense was fantastic. The storylines were great, and it really relied on that internal instinct to have to know where everything was at.
Okay.
The Conjuring 2 was a little bit more visual. They had a lot of CG monsters.
In other words, we did well with the first one.
Exactly. Right. So we kind of relied on the name.
Yeah, I saw the first one. That was enough for me.
That's all good.
Out.
We're done. Number 9, Paranormal Activity from 2007. I will say that is one of the few movies that stuck with me. I watched it in the daytime, and then I left to go to work, and I was still skeeved out.
Huh. I still haven't seen it, believe it or not.
Man, do yourself a favor and watch it.
I've heard it's really good.
It's a little bit slow, especially the first one, because it's one of those where, night 3, the door moved.
Okay.
And then it moves on to the next day, right? So it kind of ramps up there as you go. Number 8 is A Quiet Place Part 2 from this year. Again, I know that a lot of people were knocking it. I loved it. I love A Quiet Place, and I love that entire series. John Krasinski did a phenomenal job in it.
Okay.
Go see it, man. Scariest movies according to science. Number 7, It Follows. If I'm not mistaken, that was the one where basically the monster is a sexually transmitted disease. So here's how I explain it. There is a demonic entity that is like crazy strong and whatnot, and it is just walking and following you wherever you go. It will track you down. It just knows where you're at and starts heading that direction. If it gets to you, it's going to mess you up and kill you and then move on to the next one. The only way to get this thing to stop following you is to have sex with somebody else. But then you then pass it on to them. And if they die, then the thing following them is now coming back after you, and it's going to go all the way back to the front of the line there.
But is that like a reverse STD?
How's that? That it follows you instead of...
Well, like the sex helped you out this time. Instead of giving you the disease, it got rid of it.
Yeah, not if you're the one that's getting the disease.
That's not my problem.
But Ted's effing the demon out of him.
Sure. It is the only sexually transmitted disease that is solved by being sexually transmitted. So there you go. It's not like herpes where you keep it, you just pass it on to other people and then you wait for them to pass it on to somebody else there. Scariest movies according to science. Number 6 is Terrified from 2017. I don't know if I've even heard of that one, but I'm going to go track it down. Number 5 is Hereditary at 2018. Again, I said it once, I will say it again. Hereditary is for a certain fan of horror movies that I am not. That movie did zero for me. It was shock imagery to me, and it was a little bit confusing. Again, it gets rave reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and I like Wild Hogs, so don't take anything that I say to heart here. So check that one out. These are the scariest movies according to science. Number 4 is The Conjuring. Probably one of the best horror movies that I have seen in my life. It is definitely within my top 5. Number 3 is Insidious, a movie that I got to watch again because I didn't quite follow it the first time that I watched it, but it was spooky from what I remember.
I was just about to ask you, what's that one about?
It's another one of those. It's a demon ghost style movie.
All right,
and I think it's centered around this kid. Again, I'm not terribly sure. It's kind of like Stranger Things, where there's a dark place that the kid ends up going to, and they have to go into the ghost dimension to go find him. Something like that.
All right.
Again, I have to rewatch it to understand what the movie was about.
That would piss me off. Just from a parental point of view, like my kids, where now?
Oh, he's in the ghost dimension.
God damn it.
So you don't like Poltergeist then? She's in the TV.
Right, that's my problem. Like, look, man, it's one thing to say your kid was an a-hole at school, you got to pick him up early. But like, wait a minute, you're telling me I got to go through TV, go to demon, because that's where my kid has decided to go.
Got to have a tiny, scary woman come into my house and tell me that the house is clear.
Like, how do you know, you weird ass?
Number 2 is Sinister, a movie that I haven't watched, and again, I couldn't tell you what it was about, but it has a lot of freakiness to it in the trailer that I have seen that I really want to check this movie out. It has kind of a Grudge feel to it. It's got a Conjuring feel to it, so I think this is a very well put together film, and I think that it actually has a lot of the suspenses there. And this is the scariest movie according to science. They have crowned a new winner here, and it is from last year, 2020, and it is called Host. And I have never heard of this movie, so I looked it up.
Is it about small pieces of bread?
No, it's about Regis Philbin. I came back as a ghost. Who wants to be haunted?
Oh, God. I had never even heard of the movie, so I had to look it up. IMDb says that it is basically this group of teenagers summons a demon through Zoom.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So it's kind of playing off of what we all had to go through last year.
That's why I'm going to do Zoom calls.
But I'm gonna check it
all
out.
the goddamn demons.
Why not? It's the scariest movie according to science. I'm going to check it out. A man in Florida was caught with meth, but don't worry. He's got a good reason.
What was the reason?
Tell you about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have a minute to drink it time.
No one is slowing down in this hiring race for the right talent. That's why Principal wants to help you stay competitive by providing a comprehensive benefits package tailored to your company's and your team's needs. Because having the right benefits may help you reward and retain your team so they feel valued, motivated, and ready for the future. And that makes all the difference for your business. From large corporations to small and mid-sized businesses, Principal has the retirement and group benefits plans customized for your goals. Your company's future depends on its people. Give them the tools they need to succeed. Talk to your financial professional today about the right benefit plans from Principal. Principal Life Insurance Company, Des Moines, Iowa. For important information about our products, visit principal.com/disclosures.
A dad in Lowe's feels just like being a kid again. This Father's Day, find prices to treat him to the gifts he craves. Like $60 savings on your choice of a DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill or impact driver kit. Was $159, now $99. Or an Ego 615 CFM blower, everyday low price of $199. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, about 6/9 through 6/15.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.